So, hi everyone. I'm Philipp. I'm from Germany. I'm a freelance developer and doing Silverstripe since a while now. And yes, when I talk with the people here, and everyone is talking about how his local server development environment is, and I found nobody which is using the built-in PHP server. So I thought maybe I give a small talk about how to keep it simple, stupid development server could look like. So first the question here, which is your environment? Who's using Docker, Podman, Docker Compose? Quite a few. Vagrant, VirtualBox, or any other virtualization. Then some software like, yes, oh, a lot. Okay, great. Yes, and who's using setup in Nginx, Apache locally with MySQL database locally? One, two. Wow. And who's using the PHP built-in web server? Really? So, okay. This is where the talk maybe fits in. Actually, I have discovered it using it in another PHP project, and Laravel is also recommending it to use it. It's just a local development server, so really never use it in production. They say it also very clear on their website. So it's just for spinning up server and testing your PHP code locally. And actually, these are the commands which are required. I will just demonstrate it to you. There is already a Silverstripe legacy project, I guess. It's called Silverstripe Serve. It's currently not compatible to PHP 8, which just is because in the Composer JSON file it says it needs to be PHP 7. So what I did is just I changed it and just republished it for now, but maybe a pull request will also solve the problem. So let me show you. What? How can I haven't used it in a while. How can I cancel? There must be another way. No, escape works. Okay. So let's create. Yes, the font size, right? Yes. So and this, of course, works on Linux as well, and I guess also on Windows when you're using WSL. What did I choose for name? So, yes, then we need this. Again, this is just currently a fork, but just few stuff, just Composer settings are changed, so it's still the original code. And yes, let's create a database. And running initial migration. And now it's ready to serve. Ta-da. So no setup. Yeah. And I work since a year just with it because I had a new installation, and the new Macs have this ARM processor, so it was a pain to get Docker running, and I choose this, and it's working fine. So I have because I also don't use Apache or Nginx, I use another web server, so I kind of work web server agnostic, and yeah, I can really recommend it. It's really fast, good. So yeah, actually that's it. Thank you.
Any questions? Thank you very much for the talk, by the way. Yeah, sure.
It should be compatible with PHP 8 now, and like we don't use it for internal development, but we do use it to run our BAT tests. So for those who are not familiar with BAT, it's a magical little tool that just like fires off a web server and can be used to sort of control the browser. And we use that to do some regression, like integration tests. So basically, like we fire off like a virtual website using the serve module. And then BAT goes in and start like clicking things and like validating that it's behaving the way it's meant to be behaving. So yeah, it is quite useful in some contexts.
Thank you. Yeah, that was quick. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, another question?
Yes. Why shouldn't you use Valet instead? Because you have the possibilities to select other PHP versions, PHP, and you have Composer already installed. So the step to install Valet instead is very.
For instance, I'm working on a Mac, so I'm using Brew.
Yeah.
So I'm using PHP 7.4, PHP 8 with Brew. You can also handle their different versions. And I'm also working a lot of the command line. So, and this is just for me the next step to just spin off a PHP server from the command line. Of course, you can always use something like MAMP or a Laravel server, but it's just an additional software. You need to download it, and it's having built in an Apache server or Nginx. I don't know which one has it. Laravel.
Nginx.
Nginx. There's nothing. This server is not better, of course. I mean, it's just for development, but it's so easy to spin up, so you don't have to configure anything. Yeah, it's just a convenient thing, and yeah, like what I said, it's more. Yeah, I had to think of my setup when I had the new computer, and yeah, it just worked. And I was just wondering why no one else is using it. So maybe it's just forgotten.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you, Philipp. Thank you. Okay.